Am I the a-hole for objecting to Girls' Day? I'm a 28-year-old male and my immediate family is all women. Mostly this is because I was raised by my mother and have no contact with my father's side of the family due to a messy divorce when I was young. My two sisters, early 30s, my three aunts, two who are my mother's sisters and one married into the family and married my aunt, and they have an assortment of close friends of the family, all of which are women that also go to these events. About 3 years ago, my mother had an idea to do a girls-only weekend. Originally this was to see one of the Magic Mike movies, and because it was such a hit they started to do these weekend outings once or twice a month. Originally it didn't bother me, because I'm an adult and I have my own life, and my own house, and I really didn't even think about it. But an incident recently made me annoyed at the whole concept. My aunt's birthday was in January and normally we go to her favorite restaurant for her birthday, which also incidentally is my favorite restaurant. So I bought her a present and a card, and waited for an invitation and none came. When I asked what was going on for her birthday, I was told they celebrated it early on their Girls' Day because she was going to be out of state during her birthday. This kind of irked me because when I mentioned I bought her a present, my mother told me to just drive over to her house and give it to her. I felt pretty left out since I am the only male in my immediately family. Having a Girls' Day is the equivalent to saying, hey, let's celebrate my birthday but not invite him. I griped about and was told that I was basically being self-centered and that she can celebrate her birthday however she wants. I agree with that, but once again, I'm the only one being left out and it feels shitty. The proverbial straw that broke the camel's back was I was just informed that they were planning a summer vacation this year as girls only, too, and when I asked my mother what about the vacation we normally take as a family, she told me that they can't afford to do both, so they are just doing the girls-only vacation this year. At this point I was very annoyed and had a loud argument with my mother and sister, telling them that it's really shitty that twice a month they have group activities and specifically exclude me, and on top of that are now even taking vacations and excluding me. Nothing came of the argument and they wouldn't budge, so I decided I needed a break from my immediate family because they don't consider my feelings relevant. So I removed myself from the family group chat and deactivated my Facebook. Now my phone is being blown up and I'm being told that I'm immature and I need to grow up. I responded that a lot of grown people don't see much of their family at all and I'm just going to follow that example. Am I the a-hole here? Update. Am I the a-hole for objecting to Girls' Day? Hello. This last month has been kind of wild for me, so I haven't had an opportunity to update this until now. So the descriptions of my family and my family situation in this thread was specific enough that one of my family members found out about it and confronted me. Due to the fact that I had deactivated my Facebook and was only receiving text messages, I didn't realize what was happening before I was ambushed by it. My sister, oldest, confronted me about it and asked if it was me who made the thread, and I confirmed that it was. And she insisted I was being shitty for airing the family's laundry like that. I responded that I in no way did that, as I was speaking very generally and never identified who my family was. This spread to my family and now the thread was shared on Facebook and everyone was shown. I was invited to a family meeting, we never have those, where I was sat in front of a firing squad of angry women who told me that what I did was wrong and demanded an apology. They said that I knew they weren't excluding me, and because I gave everyone that impression I owed them an apology. I replied that I absolutely did not know they were not excluding me, and included examples of things they did, such as the birthday dinner, going to an amusement park, and going to a baseball game. Once again they characterized this as a girls-only event of fun where boys just weren't allowed or welcome because they wanted to talk about things guys wouldn't be interested in. I replied that she needs to stop saying guys, because there is only one guy who would have been invited and that's me, so what she's really saying it's a no-op event, not a girls-only event. They explained that it wasn't excluding me because regardless of whether I was interested in the event the conversation would have bored me because I'm not a girl. At this point we were going around in circles, so I just explained my perspective. I said that I'm the only male in our immediate family. When the people in my immediate family get together on a regular basis, not a one-off or once in a while, and don't include me, regardless of what they called it, I feel excluded. I explained that the breaking point was the family vacation, and that there was absolutely no reason to leave me out of a vacation I was always invited to, particularly when that's the only family vacation we do and they've stated they cannot afford a second one. At the end of this family meeting, I was never given an apology, no one tried to empathize with my perspective, and I was accused of many things that I didn't do by any reasonable interpretation. I told my mother and my sisters that we reached a breaking point in our relationship and that I was going no contact for a while. I told them I'm an adult, and I have my own life, and the reason I wanted to be involved was because I didn't want one of those family relationships where you only see your family at holidays. If that's not what my family wants, then it's okay, but I told them that I was not going to be involved with people who made me feel shitty and intentionally leave me on the outside looking in of my own family. My sisters told me that if I was going to lie about them to everyone that they don't care. At this point, my relationship with my family is over. I left that family meeting and have not reactivated Facebook and have not received any contact and have not initiated any contact. Que sera, sera.